Hello everyone, this is Pat with Angel Divination with our Oracle card reading and message for Sunday, the 27th of May, 2012. The the stress management card that we got in the last reading on Friday, I have to say that was very, that was a heads up to me. I didn't realize just how much at the time, but the past couple of days have been incredibly busy. And although I intended to get a reading out for Saturday, usually for the weekend, boy, when my feet hit the floor on Saturday, I hit the ground running, and it didn't stop. So, so now it's Sunday, but we're going to be calling on the fairies, and probably the Earth Magic Oracle card deck, and we'll see what they have to say, what their message is for us for this weekend. I hope you all are having a lovely and beautiful weekend wherever you are. Oh, okay. One of the cards that's popped out is the marriage card. And it says, the fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. And I do believe that, I think it's Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, did get married recently. So congratulations to him. We all know and love Facebook. And so for people who, I do believe this goes out to people who may have gotten married this weekend. I know May is a big wedding month. So from the fairies, this is them celebrating with you and joining etherically, anyways, in the festivities of celebrating your wedding day. So congratulations out there to those who have just recently gotten married, or who maybe have just gotten engaged and are about to get married. So congratulations to you. And if you're planning a wedding, I also get a message out there for, it's like a not to worry message. Things are going to go well. They're going to go fine. So if you're feeling a little nervous, trepidation about that, the fairies are coming in here with a message of, don't worry, don't get into fear. It's all going to turn out beautifully. Okay? So, aside from that, as I look at it, let's see if there's any other messages coming from that card. I also hear a don't worry, you'll find someone soon. And I feel like this is going out to someone who's really desiring to get married, really looking for a partner. And it's not far away is the message that I get about it. Okay? Maybe you spent a long time getting over a previous relationship, and now you're ready for a new one, and I'm hearing that it's not far away. So the summertime holds, well, at least it's summertime up here in the Northern Hemisphere. But this upcoming season, June, July, August, holds a lot for you, because there's going to be a lot of activities that go on, and maybe you're even attending a few weddings, and you may end up meeting someone there. But I feel like with the flurry of activities that's going to go on in the coming months, no matter where you are, you're going to have lots of opportunities to meet new people, meet new friends, and it's really in the meeting of people, getting out and the meeting of people, that you will find that next partner. So take heart, it's not that far away. All right, let's see if there's any other message that the fairies have for us for today. Woo. Okay. Oh, the spiritual teacher card popped out, and it says your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Okay, so it's interesting that this comes in on a Sunday when many religions have their spiritual ceremonies, their masses, their I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of them. Some of their rituals. Maybe they go to temple on Sundays. You know, a lot of spiritual traditions and celebratory. Sunday is the day that you go and practice these, or go to the community. So for some of you out there, it may have very much to do with teaching the younger kids that you're involved with, teaching at that community as a spiritual teacher, and being involved that way in your spiritual community, whatever that is. For some of us out there too, it's just that maybe we're about to put out some new classes, but it speaks to a little bit of your life purpose and something that you're supposed to be involved with right now. Although spiritual teacher can come up in other ways. I think it also can come up as you being the teacher to someone that, um, and that concept of being a spiritual teacher, you know, it also involves helping people with the others with the lessons of life. I mean, I think anytime you're passing on your wisdom to somebody else in a way that helps them to get, helps them to see something in a new sort of expanded way that really expands their awareness and consciousness, is a form of being a spiritual teacher because you're passing on your wisdom. So it shows up in different forms, but in some way, that is showing up for you today. And I also get a quick hit that for some of you out there, it's about finding your next spiritual teacher. For those of you who are on a quest and feel like you're ready to, spiritually, maybe even unconsciously, head into your next set of lessons, it's a confirmation that, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I feel like your next teacher may be showing up for you in some way. So, and actually for some people this has to do with teaching about animals. Because in this beautiful, cute little photograph, she's kind of having a little discourse there with all the little critters of the forest. So I think for some of you, this has to do with, again, a purpose, a life purpose that you have, a calling that you have to teach about animals. So follow through on that. It doesn't necessarily obviously have to be forest animals because that's in the picture. It could be marine animals. And that's an important calling for you. So let's see what the Earth Magic Oracle cards have to say for us today. All right, let's see what the Earth is coming out with. What do they need to know? Oh, wow, the Dragonfly card. I love this card. Emergence. And I'm just going to move these over here. This card is real interesting because it signals the emergence of something new. Okay, it could be a new growth path for yourself, especially with a spiritual teacher card came up. But it's about the emergence of something new that develops very rapidly. Okay, because this references to the dragonfly, who, unlike the butterfly, does not go through, the butterfly starts as the caterpillar, then goes into the cocoon, and then it comes out of the cocoon, crawls out of the cocoon as the beautiful butterfly. With the dragonflies, that cocoon process does not take place. I mean, they literally go from the egg and larval stage underneath the water, and then when they hit the top, they just take off and fly. So it signals the emergence of something new that develops and moves forward very rapidly. Okay, and it could be some new endeavor that you're involved in that's really about to take off. It could also pertain to right now just as I look at it, and maybe a lot of you have been feeling this, the intensity of the energy is picking up. Things seem to be moving along much faster. I know the time's been flying by this year. So it indicates in some way, new developments that are really taking off. And so that's what that whole theme of emergence is, the emergence of something new. And you've got the lotus flowers in there, and she's a beautiful water goddess. So it has a lot to do with, well, and I think in some ways it's related to the spiritual teacher card, someone who's called to teach about the environment or animals in some way, because this is very much, this card is covered in greenery and in some areas in nature, things grow and develop just super fast, and it doesn't take long before a forest floor or something near water is just covered in plants. So it speaks to the emergence of something along those lines, and you might have to embrace and kind of ride the wave of that. sometimes when things emerge very quickly that way, it feels like they're moving along so fast that we don't have time to adjust to it, or how am I going to handle this? You know, it brings up a little bit of fears that way. So, but the message I get around it is to ride the wave with it. And again, I do feel like it has more to do with the fact that um, things, you know, opportunities coming our way, and things are moving forward in a much more intense and rapidly developing way. So as we move into these next months, it may just be that it's going to feel real busy because of the emergence of a whole bunch of new things, okay? And it also speaks to the fact that we may see the emergence of things occurring in nature that have to do with the changing earth cycles that are going on right now, okay? And so it may bring up some, you know, concerns around the environment, um, you know, concerns around the environment that are emerging now that weren't necessarily there before. And some of those may have to do with, you know, yes, man-made, human-made actions. Not all of them have to do with that, but some of them do have to do with, you know, the emergence of issues, ramifications of our own, you know, human past actions. So, and again, I feel like this is where the spiritual teacher card may come in. It may, you know, be that a lot of you are getting out there. You may see more people coming on board to make us aware of this, to teach us about it, and help us to understand what we can do about it. So, you know, keep an eye out that way, because I know for myself, I've seen that there, once again, we have like an increased frequency of larger magnitude earthquakes. And those always set off and have the potential to bring out the emergence of other issues. You know, things, it causes things to bubble up from the ocean. It sets off, you know, earthquakes in other little areas. So, and I'm not saying this to scare you. It's just, it's an awareness card, I think, of the emergence of things related to the environment. So, you may see some of that come up in the news media or in some of the channels that you look at, but that's what's going on that way. So that is our reading for the weekend. Actually, it may even bring up your own environmental awareness. If you are one of the people who's away for the long weekend and you're getting out to enjoy the beauty of nature, and you know, maybe you went away with your family and your kids, you know, it signals the emergence of something that's come up from that, either within the situation that you're in with your own family or some kind of environmental awareness. There's something that's emerging there that was a result of you going on this little weekend getaway. So anyways, those are our messages, the ones that I get from these cards. I hope you have a lovely weekend, whatever's remaining of it for you. I know here in the United States, the weekend extends to Monday this year, or this weekend. So, but I will be back tomorrow with a reading, and I hope you enjoy the remainder of your weekend. Take care, everyone.